This week on What's Good Cape Cod, we talk about a local leader, an enchanted briar patch, and fun places to bring your four-legged friends. I'm Sarah Lapsley Martin.
I'm Clancy. Welcome back to What's Good Cape Cod, where we show you the Cape through the eyes of a couple of locals.
And each week we bring a video about a person, place, and thing we think you should know about.
So this week, our person I'm bringing up is someone that I met recently. I have met her before, but I really got to know her a little bit better at one of our Community Leadership Institute meetings. And it's Kristy Senatori. I'm going to go get her bio up here. Kristy is the executive director at the Cape Cod Commission. She's kind of a big deal. She also happens to be one of those people who does not talk about herself. She is as low key, in fact, when she finds out she's on here, she's going to be like, oh my God, what is that?
I love
But
that.
I am so impressed with this woman. She is such an important person in our big picture Cape Cod present and future. And here's why. As the executive director of the Cape Cod Commission, they're basically gathering the data that we need in order to make very big decisions about Cape Cod's future, from climate change to housing to, things that I actually don't know that much about. Yeah. She came in and spoke to us and was like, oh, and by the way, we did this study. What? Very, very sophisticated. So they've got a climate initiative going on right now. They were key in helping with the COVID response on Cape Cod. And they are so wide open to helping any industry, any individual. They got some flack because the part of their job is regulatory, okay, but it's just a part of what they do. And so they've had to say, oh no, that project doesn't work here, or you'll have to change it. So, anytime, a developer or builder, somebody wants to do a project and someone tells them no, they're going to get pointy about it and be mean. But they just came out with, and Sarah, you may have seen this, they just did a study of the past 2 years of all the new home buyers on Cape Cod. And they gave us some really interesting statistics. But Kristy's been the one who I've always seen as the head of this, in charge of all this. When she's moved up in the ranks since 2008, she's been with the organization, and she's the executive director now. She is a Cape Cod girl through and through. Went to high school here, and so she has a really healthy respect for the culture and integrity and history here. But at the same time, it's hey guys, we need to understand we're part of a bigger planet, a bigger ecosystem, and if we want to be successful, we have to take a larger view. And the way she executes on it is really very, very impressive. And for someone who really would prefer to, I think honestly, if she had her choice, she would not have a big public profile. You can't miss her because she is having such a big impact, and I think she's cool, and I thought that we should make a big deal out of her. I love what she's doing. So there you go, Kristy. Sorry, not sorry.
Love it.
So I know the place that we're doing is something I saw you post about. You take Liv to the coolest, cutest places. So
when you have a kid, sometimes you discover places that you wouldn't have as an adult.
Yeah, totally. So what is this one?
So our place is the Briar Nature Center. It's located off Discovery Hill Road in East Samdwich, and it's actually a nature center and a jam kitchen, but I'll go into that after. It's such a cool place. It was inspired by Thornton Burgess's Briar Patch, and he's a Sandwich native. He's an author. He wrote over 170 books and created Peter the Rabbit, Grandfather Frog, Reddy Fox, Billy Mink, some of these characters that if you saw them, you'd be like, oh, I know those characters. He was a lover of, the beauty of nature and its living creatures. And he wrote about them for over 50 years in his books. And so this is really a place that's, you can see his work come to life. So I was there for a birthday party.
Oh my God, what a good idea.
Yeah, so one of
Yep.
our friends had a birthday party there, which is just like such a cool spot. So there's like two areas of it. So we were in the nature center, and when you walk in, it's literally like there's trees and the sky is blue, and you feel like you're in this little briar patch.
Wait, this is in the middle of winter you were there.
In the middle of winter. This is just a few
Okay.
weeks ago. And it's like being one of his books. So there's like a little rabbit hollow that you can go and have a tea party with the rabbits.
Oh my God.
There was a wooden bridge over like a fake pond that you could like fish, like little like magnet fishing rods and stuff. You could put on a puppet show in one of the trees. And then the other cool thing, yeah, it was. I mean, this is like so many cute things. They had like a craft table. Then they had a whole other room with like some live animals that not that you can touch, but they had some birds. They had a rabbit, a snake, a turtle. So like a lot of really cool things, especially for kids. I thought it was really cool. Anyway,
That's awesome.
But I do want to go back in the spring because the things that I didn't get to experience, I guess it is adjacent to 57-acre Briar Patch Conservation Area. So it has trails that you can walk on, a beautiful wildflower garden, and then the other part is the Greenbrier Jam Kitchen, which it wasn't really. I wasn't able to experience that, but I did some research on it, and this woman, Ida Putnam, she began the Jam Kitchen in 1903, so it's been there for quite some time. And visitors now can go there, and it's kind of like a living museum. So visitors can see the process of how they make the jams. The kitchen still is up and operating, and they make jams and jellies and relishes the old-fashioned way. So that's the thing. They make it like they did back in the day, which I think is really cool. And I need to go back because I need to see.
Well, I need to know what the difference is between a jelly and a jam. Do you know?
Is it one has seeds and one doesn't?
I feel like one has chunks. I think jam has chunks.
Yeah, and I think jam has seeds maybe and jelly doesn't, but don't quote me on that. I'm thinking about when I get like a raspberry jam, it has seeds.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. It has like pieces of the fruit in it. Yeah. Whoever is
we'll call them
watching this, if you know the difference between a jelly and a jam, please let us know.
I'm going to Google it after this. And something else cool. Oh, it is the oldest commercial solar cooking operation in the country. So they're using some solar cooking over there. So I definitely need to go back in the spring, check out, the full experience. But it was such a fun place, especially to bring Liv, for the birthday. And you can go and visit, not for a birthday party, but go visit. It was really, really cute. So highly recommend
awesome.
Hidden Gem and Sandwich.
Hidden Gem and Sandwich, and also the fact that there's like all year round. I thought that was like big in the spring and summer, and then like no, year round.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So that's our place. So our thing is kind of a place too. It's multiple places, and it's dog parks. So you guys know that Sarah and I are big dog people. We love dogs very much, and so it's not. Sometimes you get tired of walking your dog in the same place, or you just want to let your dog off leash somewhere, and it's hard to find a place to do that safely. Well, fortunately, most of Cape Cod is very dog friendly. There is a website called capebeachdog.com that I go to frequently when I want like dog information. Yeah. And this is where I get my dog park info. Also, we know about our own parks, but in the past 10 years, dog parks have really done well on Cape Cod. They've been a very popular thing citizens to support. We've got in Barnstable now. Brewster had some challenges. They talked about one. There's all sorts of drama around Drummer Boy and all that stuff. It's kind of a drag. But anyway, we definitely have in Barnstable, Dennis, Falmouth, Mashpee, Provincetown, and Yarmouth. Yep. If you know of others that I have not mentioned, please let us know. And the best dog parks, in my opinion, they really are very well thought out. So if you're like an old dog park veteran, this is going to be boring for you. Skip to the end. But if you're like new to the dog park scene, here's a few things you need to know. So the best dog parks have a large dog area and a small dog area,
which is key, especially when you have small dogs.
Yeah, I have small dogs, and they are giant jerks. Yeah. So if they were like wah, 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 to like a big dog, they die. And I don't want that. They would deserve it, but I don't want that. In Barnstable, at their dog park, there's an actual third section for a training area. Yeah. So that dog trainers can go have client appointments there, or just a regular person who's like, listen, I am just working on my training with my dog, and I need a spot to do it where they can be off leash and I can figure this out. So so Barnstable has that as well. And what I like about the Barnstable Dog Park, frankly, is that it is across from a dog-friendly brewery.
Yes, exactly.
Called Cape Cod Beer. So it's a really kind of cool afternoon to go like run your dog ragged at the dog park, and then go across the street and have a couple of beers. The dog can sleep right next to you. The other thing that's actually cool about some of the dog parks is that they have like ponds nearby. Yeah. Like Dennis's dog park is it's not huge, but it has two sections, but it has like a little pond right there, so you can like whip a stick, and then it has some short trails. But at Barnstable Dog Park, it's right on Hathaway's pond, so you can really walk all the way around.
That was our favorite. I mean, it was the closest to our house, but it was nice to be able to do the loop, and you had the dog park. And the one in Yarmouth is probably the newest one, I think, on the campus.
I think it is the newest one, yeah.
And then that backs up to like, the playground and ball fields and stuff like that.
Yeah, are there trails around there? I couldn't remember if there was.
There's a pond back there as well.
Yep.
I've been to the Falmouth one, but it's been years. I remember liking the one in Falmouth, though.
The one in Provincetown, I think, is the coolest looking one. It almost looks like a mini golf. They've got like little structures and stuff. And it's pretty fancy. Yes. And they've got their own website and whatnot. Most of these dog parks have Facebook pages, Facebook groups. I know during the pandemic, people were like, what do we do? Can we go? Do we bring our dogs? Do we mask? And most of them stayed open. It was a nice place to go and just be outside and let your dogs run and do their thing. So our resource, what I like, is CapeCodBeachDog.com, but I know the Chamber of Commerce stays on top of dog parks, and there's a lot of really good dog-friendly resources on Cape Cod. But the parks are a great place to start, and it's a good place to, it's good for people parks, because you can actually sit on a bench for a minute if you want, let your dog go be social.
Yep.
My dogs could use a little bit more of that, just saying.
Get some energy out.
Exactly. All right, well, I think that's it for this episode. So you guys, now you know what's good, Cape Cod. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. And, hit the subscribe button. Definitely hit the bell so you know when we drop a new episode.
And if you're looking for more information about anything we talked about today or past episodes, visit our website at whatsgoodcc.com. Thanks, guys.
Bye.